My beautiful Erin, out of all the words I've ever written to you, and perhaps will ever write, these words are to stand the test of time. My vows to you, my promises, and rather than dwell on past broken promises and my flaws, I will dwell on Christ's love and His grace. And I say this with all my heart, my soul, and my mind. I promise to love our God, to love Him above everything and everyone, for in Him there is everything I need to be a faithful husband, a loving father, and a man of integrity. I will always embrace Him and hold to His word as the anchor for my heart. And speaking of hearts, I promise to have an open heart, to let your soft touch, soothing voice, and warm smile soften my heart. Never life may harden it. You will always have the key to this heart. Please, don't lose that key. I didn't make any duplicates. And with this open heart, I promise to love you freely, without reservation, no holding back. Kisses, hugs, flowers, and celebration and shouting. After 10 years, you are my wife, and I will let the world know how amazing my wife is.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and lucky for us men, it does not keep any record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Somehow, in some way, everybody here has had an impact on Omar and Erin. Some have family, and they had no choice. Others have befriended them and have long life relationships with them. Wow, Erin, she was no taller than kind of what she is right now, I guess. And then I got to know her more. And I could see that God's mighty spirit was in a small package, because she's awesome. These are the hands that God created to help you. They will be the hands that will hold and nurture your 6 children that you said you wanted to have with her. These are the same hands that will smack you when you don't help changing the diapers of all these children. These are the hands that will use a camera and capture all those precious moments that you guys will live throughout your lives. They will pat you on the back for all your accomplishments, and they will help direct you when you're lost and you don't want to ask about directions. In time, these hands will change, but the tenderness will remain. Now, Omar, look up from those delicate hands and face the woman you once described to me in one word as grace. Omar Ariano, do you take Erin and all that her hands, body, and spirit will do for you, as she has declared and as described by the word of God, till death do you part?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You may now place the ring on her left ring finger. These are the hands that God created to provide for you and protect you. If He's brave enough, they will be the hands that hold your hand and your children in the delivery room. These hands are the hands that will help raise the negotiated 3 to 4 children that you said you would have. These hands will play music to you and your children and help them play music. These hands will massage your feet and shoulders after a long day's shoot. These hands will also comfort and aid you in times of need. But these hands too shall change, but the firm grip of commitment will not lose its strength. Now, Erin, look up at those hands and look at the man that you described to me as noble. Erin Saldana, do you take Omar and all that his hands, body, and spirit will do as he has declared and as described by the word of God till death do you part?
I do!
human now placed the ring on his left ring finger.
Oh man.
Now I want you guys to keep holding hands. Hold them tight. Tighter. I want you to remember this moment and know that hand in hand you both enter into marriage now. Be firm in your commitment to God and to each other, and don't let your grip become weak.
Omar, God is so good. My heart is so full right now, so full of joy, so peaceful. Like 10 years of love, laughter, tears, struggles, triumphs have fallen into place, especially for this moment. We've seen each other through many stages and hairstyles in life. The beautiful thing that tugs at my heart is that when I look at you, I see the 15-year-old boy that I met at school. The shy, sweet little boy who stole my heart so sneakily. The little boy who threw rocks at me. And then there are moments like now, I am snapped back to the present, and I suddenly see you as a man. The handsome man I've been waiting to spend the rest of my life with. And I'm in awe. I have too many favorite and cherished things about you and us together, but if I had to choose, it would be your heart and our friendship. Omar, you are an amazing man. So smart, sincere, patient, humble, and creative. In you, I have discovered a place I never knew existed. You are home to me. Of all the elements of this day, while as lovely as all of this looks, there's no comparison and nothing more beautiful and more meaningful to me about this day than this moment right here. Sharing our love, this covenant, and my vows to you before God and everyone important to us. Omar, my dear, my lovey, I do not promise to be perfect, but I do promise to fight for us and do my best to help keep God first in our marriage. To do all that it means to love you, serve as your helper, your constant companion, your best friend, your wife. To respect, comfort, inspire, forgive, and also allow myself to be forgiven. Not only in the brightest of days, but in the darkest of days and everywhere in between. I vow to be your wife until the very last breath leaves my body. We got this.
You know, in Genesis, God explains why He created man so we can have a relationship with Him and to share His love. It also explains how He created woman from the flesh of a man. This woman was not to only keep him company, but also to help him. And in Mark 10:6-9, it adds, "For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one. But he who feeds and cares for it, just as Christ does the church, we are all members of this body. Therefore, the both of you are no longer two separate individuals. In the sight of God, you are one, unified, spiritually." And now, Omar, for those words you've been waiting to hear.
Kiss the bride!
I now proudly present Mr. and Mrs.
I haven't always been the most welcoming to Omar and to the family as everyone else has. I've had my share of dirty looks to him, and it's kind of the role I played for a couple of reasons. One reason is because I'm a jerk. The second reason is because she's my little sister, and as an older brother, it's kind of my role to protect her. And that means protect her from boys. So, I mean, being the older brother, I kind of see her as, you know, that little girl who sat in her little car seat with her big fat cheeks that we all pinched. And even to this day, I still kind of see her that way. It's my little sister who, I mean, is just the most innocent, the most loving, the most, you know, she's just the most giving. You realize she's much more than just that little girl. She is, she's this young woman now. She's successful, she's smart, and despite her petite stature, she's one of the most strongest women I know. And in that same vein, I also got to know Omar as well. Same thing. He is, I got to see how loyal he was, how loving he was, and how steadfast he was. So I just kind of realized that, hey, the older protector brother is no longer really needed. Because she has an amazing man to take care of her now.
May he who powers the waters and the oceans grant you smooth waters on your journey. And may he who moves the winds and the power of the air about you blow only gentle breezes on your face as you move on your journey. And may he who reveals the truths to us in wisdom, may he always shine the light so that we can see the way. And may he who gives us that we all deserve, may you forever continue loving you in the greatest possible ways. To Mr. and Mrs. Ariana, cheers.
When this world tears you down, I promise to encourage your soul. I will uplift you with words of wisdom and acts of silliness, so you may continue to believe in your dreams as much as I believe in them. And your dreams, I promise to do everything in my power to make them come true. We will travel the continents together, share memories together, and our children will hear great stories. And their children will hear stories about how God did great things through Grandpa Omar and Grandpa Erin. And Grandma, yes, that's what I meant.
They can call you whatever they want.
Yeah. And it all started, I wrote it right, I just said it wrong, okay. And it all started with the greatest thing to happen to me. And that's you. Erin, Janine Saldana, soon to be Mrs. Ariano. I promise to cherish you and delight in everything I know and have yet to know about you. I will protect you my dearest Erin, because from now on, if anyone messes with you, they mess with me. You are my best friend, my muse, my wife. I say with all humility before our family and friends, I will love as Christ has loved the church, giving up all of me for you. Let our adventure begin.